you hip chicks and hip cats. Let's get this started. Ani, bonjour. We're going to start with the land acknowledgement, and I will, on the way by, say hello to Joseph and, Mal. I am Mal on Twitter. I know that, but the problem is I can't, because I'm a bear of very little brain anymore, so I can't remember your full name. But it's great to see you too here. I wasn't sure if I would see the comments here or in YouTube, but it seems to be working. We acknowledge that this event, my home, sits on the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation, the Six Nations of the Grand River, as well as the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe Nation, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat Confederacies, and the lands of many other Indigenous people who passed through and who called or still call this land their home. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and Wendat Confederacies and allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. In making this statement, I acknowledge and honor that these lands carry the truth of the lives that were taken and the agreements that were broken and the wisdom of ancestors whose spirits live on in the soil, animals, and vegetation. In stepping on this land, we seek both forgiveness and permission from these ancestors with the agreement that we have the responsibility to honor and respect all who are here now and all who have yet to come, recognizing that in many ways, these lands remain restricted from teachings, resources, and development in partnership with Indigenous peoples. We're grateful for the opportunity we have to live, to receive gifts from, to work on, and to benefit from this land. And Marianne, of course, gosh. Thanks for being here, Marianne. I see you mostly on Twitter. And Joseph, I see you here and there, but mostly Twitter as well. So this is great. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. I am. I'm so happy to be back, but I've always been too nervous to put stuff up onto YouTube, unless it was already complete and I'd done it and I said, okay, well, put that up. But to be honest with you, I just got so ticked off with Facebook when after my interview with Michelle Gold and after posting, I actually paid for a little ad to kind of, circulate it a bit more. This Facebook support group, who is not employed by or paid by Facebook, muted 4 of the 6 songs. And I just, that was kind of the final straw. And I thought, well, I'm going to take a break anyway. And so I finally decided I would just go onto YouTube directly and give it a try. So I'm really glad you're here. I meant to turn on a light over there. It gets a little dark in here by, certainly by 4:30, but it seems that because of the clouds, it's dark today. And that gives you a chance anyway to have a look at the fact that I have turned my table on an angle so that you could see that we very much did get snow here. And I think you're both in the same situation. Steve Andishaw, by the way, Andishaw means and his saw. You got to go look up Steve Andishaw on, I guess it must be YouTube that I saw you on. Steve, or maybe just Facebook, but at any rate, check him out because he just does this wild and crazy music with all kinds of neat. I saw one with a little, what do you call those little accordions with the push buttons and stuff? Anyway, it's great to have you here. So we did get snow, and I was going to sing an entirely different song, but I decided that I would do a cover. I'm going to do a song from each of my CDs, a winter cover song, and tell you bits and pieces of things that have been going on. So I went back and looked at some things, and I realized, well, even though sleigh ride is, is usually connected with Christmas that it's actually not a Christmas song. There's no mention of Christmas in it. It is definitely a winter song, or maybe a Thanksgiving song in some places where they still get snow at Thanksgiving. Concertina, yay. Great, Steve. Thank you. So this is Sleigh Ride. It was written by a man by the name of Leroy Anderson, or Leroy, and Mitchell Parrish. One or the other of them was probably the lyricist, or maybe they did it together. Maybe it was a co-write. And so this is Sleigh Ride. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go, let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're riding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We'll snuggle up together like two birds of a feather should be. Let's take the road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. There's a birthday party at the home of Farmer Gray. It'll be the perfect ending to a perfect day. We'll be singing the songs we love to sing without a single stop at the fireplace while we watch the chestnuts pop. Pop, pop, pop. There's a happy feeling nothing in the world can buy when they pass around the coffee and the pumpkin pie. It'll nearly be like a picture print from Currier and Ives. These wonderful things are the things we remember all through our lives. Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, ring, ting, tingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Outside the snow is falling and friends are calling you. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, let's go. Let's look at the show. We're riding in a wonderland of snow. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, it's grand, just holding your hand. We're riding along with the song of a wintry fairyland. Our cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like the birds of a feather would be. Let's take the road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Whoa! Well, I'm a little rusty for singing, but got through that whole thing. And I mean, that was sung by so many people. You know, I think Gene Autry sang it, and Bing Crosby and all sorts of people way back when. And it's a fantastic song for this weather, you know, Christmas or not. Yeah, put a link to your website. Great. So Steve, put it in before the show is over. Well, no, I guess you can put it into the comments before or after. That would be fine. Anyway, so I'm going to do another song, which is from my first CD of 5 of the songs I wrote. But in this case, it is sung on the CD by Emily Brady, a.k.a. Emily Brady, whom you won't find anywhere else except on that CD because she does an entirely different thing. But it starts in winter climes and then moves to warmer weather, and it springs from the story of my brother-in-law's immigration to Australia in 1965, falling for his wife and for the land, and I immediately loved the land as well on my first visit in 1994. And I wrote the first, it's actually the last half of it I wrote at that time. And then later on in 2012, when I went to Song Studio and began to do the annual thing of sharing songs in workshop with the mentors, one of my mentors gave me some suggestions that made it possible for me to finish the song. And then it was recorded produced by Chris Burkett. And yeah, perfect for today. Marianne, it is. So this song is from Celtic Cat, and I have it up. It's really weird. I run through the songs on from pulling them out of Dropbox on my phone before I do the show, like I practiced it earlier in the day. And so this stayed in today, and the other two didn't go anywhere near today. So I'm going to spend some time digging when it comes their turn. I hope everything's loud enough for you guys. You know, turn up your whole volume, I guess. If it isn't. Those are uilleann pipes. I came from icy winters after years of stormy weather to see if warm Australia was a land to call my own. And the moment that I saw you, I had to be here with you. You filled my life with sunshine, you gave my heart a home. And my heart soars the skies above the red hills of Australia, sweeps the tops of gum trees, rising high into the blue. And I will leave all that is old and has a comforter for me, to sail across the seas, to stay down here with you. We will drift across the green fields, hand in hand forever, searching through the dream time for a place to call our own. On through days of golden wattle and nights like darkened crystal, we will always be together, we will never be alone. My heart will soar the skies above the red hills of Australia, sweep the tops of gum trees, rising high into the blue. And I will leave all that is old and has the comfort of me, to sail across the seas, to stay down here with you. This is Ian Harper playing uilleann pipes to Just Love. They're an Irish bagpipe. My heart will soar the skies above the red hills of Australia, sweep the tops of gum trees, reaching high into the blue. And I will leave all that is old and has the comfort of me, to sail across the seas, to stay down here with you. And I will sail across the seas, and I will stay down here with you. Oh, thank you so much, Steve. Yeah, I love the Celtic sound too. In fact, for years when I would present, doesn't matter what the song was about, I'd present a song, and I always sang my songs a cappella because I don't play an instrument. And somebody would say, yeah, well, that, it sounds sort of like a Celtic folk song. But when it came down to actually gathering up the songs that I'd written that actually have a Celtic folk song to them that really direct towards that, there were just the 5 songs. And the 5th one is a bit of a stretch. It shows up on Cool Cat as well with a more of a jazz background. I'm working with a wonderful woman named Tara Broski right now, very softly, just a couple of minutes over 3 days a week, to try to get my head voice a little stronger again, because doing Cool Cat and then doing especially doing Wildcat, I'm down more in my chest voice, and I didn't used to have a break, but I do now. So it's going to take a while to work that up, but I still enjoy singing all these songs. And like I said, I'm a bit rusty, having my winter allergies now, which is just ducky. So I'm keeping the bundled CD special. I just want to show you. It's not the best. Oh shoot! I meant to put up the tree lights, but never mind that. These are all three of my CDs. This is Celtic Cat back there, mostly covered up, and then Cool Cat and Wildcat. And these three are bundled together, and you can order them from me if you DM me to order them. So you have to direct message me on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever you want to direct message me, or write to me at kath.thompson@gmail.com. And you can order the three of them for $25, tax and shipping included, which, is a really good deal, I have to say. And so I'm going to keep that $25 deal going. However, if you just want one of them, and you like Celtic Cat, that's $15, Cool Cat is $12, and Celtic Cat is $7. And if you get any of these things, I will try to remember to send you a download of Papa's Photo, my holiday single. If I don't, first of all, let me know when they arrive. Second of all, make sure that I have your address to ship it to. And third of all, if you don't get the Papa's Photo download, let me know. Now, you can also buy them directly from my website for a slightly lower cost. I will still include the taxes and the shipping in that. Or maybe they do the taxes. I don't know. But at any rate, it's a little less. It's like, I think Wildcat is like $13.47 or something like that. So it's less than the $15. I'll still send it to you with the shipping included. But I really, really would love it if you haven't done it yet. If you go to my website, which I will show you just in case you haven't seen it enough, and right there it says join my fan club for the latest news. I keep thinking I got to change that to mailing email list, but anyway, put your email in. I finally have gotten to the point where, like for today, I finally sent out a message to the email list there about this live being on YouTube with the link and everything. So, and because I've weaned myself away from the social so much, I'm still going to go on Facebook. I'm still going to go on Twitter and on Instagram, but just not as much. It was like I just was so compelled to do all the notifications from those three places every day that I just wasn't getting to the website, and I'm going to try to make it number one. So I go to the website first, and I will definitely, I'm not going to be sending you emails every day, because I think that's just, there are some people I've signed up to and that's what they do, and I just go, don't do that. But I will probably send you once a week a reminder of and a link to the Monday Live. And if this has worked out on YouTube, that's where we'll be for a while. Anyway, so a little story. January 16 is JD's birthday. So we celebrated it yesterday with a very posh. I had shrimp risotto, and he had like a filet mignon, and we had flourless chocolate cake for dessert and everything. So it was a really nice posh celebration. But today, and you can imagine, this was his birthday, the day before my mother's funeral. My mother's funeral was January 17th in 2015. Please, it's okay. Like, I don't need a whole lot of, it's all right. And between the last time I saw you and now, we celebrated the anniversaries of the death of my sister Jean and Mary in 2020. So, it's just these dates will remain important to me forever because, the birthday and the funeral. But Mom was 101 4 months and 9 days. So she slipped out after a week in her own bed on the assisted living floor at her retirement home, which was a beautiful place in downtown Toronto. So she was fine, and she didn't want to live with any of us. She wanted to be on her own, and she was very, very, very independent and lucid up till the last few months of her life. So that was great. So that's my little story for today. And I want to keep things rolling. So I'm going to do a song from that all of my sisters and my dad song, a song about my dad, but it was my mom even got to hear this a little bit of this before she passed away because we'd already started working on it, Chris and I. And so this is Swing Daddy, of course. And and I hope that you enjoy it. It's kind of a favorite of everyone's, I think, and it's a lot of fun to do. I just have to find it. This is so annoying. Here we go. There we go. Good. Swing on the swing. Very end of it. Yes, that's lovely. Swing daddy, swing, swing daddy, swing daddy, swing. Daddy was a bassman in a swing band in those dirty 30s, dark depression days. They played dance halls in Hamilton, Muskoka dance pavilions. He played that upright at the old Palais. Swing daddy, swing. His bass rode high up on the band car rooftop, and late one night the wind was blowing fierce. It threw his case into the ditch, smashed that fiddle all to bits, and Daddy waved goodbye to his career. Swing daddy, swing. The 30s taught Daddy's love. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing daddy, swing, swing daddy, swing, thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing daddy, swing, swing daddy, swing, play that bass and chase those blues away. So Daddy took the reins up on a bread truck, delivered to the store that Mama ran. She'd been out dancing with her pals, heard him swing those big dance halls. He bought a book of matches and love began. Then Daddy drove the railway locomotives all up and down the New York Central line. While Mama cooked and Mama sewed, they built up a loving home, half a dozen children strong and fine. The 30s taught Daddy's love. Make good with what you got. You can do what you have to do to see it through. If you swing Daddy, swing, swing Daddy, swing, thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing Daddy, swing, swing Daddy, swing, play that bass and chase those blues away. Well, in the end, he was a labor leader. When he was 62 at a railroad union do, they let him sit in for a set. Daddy hadn't lost it yet. He played that bass the way he used to do. That's Malcolm Connor sitting in for Daddy. Well, now you've heard the story of our family, and every single word of it is true. Daddy was a bass man playing in a swing band. And Daddy, we're so glad Mama swung with you. Hey, 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 swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Thump that rhythm, dance all night and day. Swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Mama, swing. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Play that bass, chase those blues. Play that bass and chase those blues away. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy. Swing, Daddy, swing, swing, Daddy, swing. Swing, Daddy, swing. Yeah, I love that song. And it's, it was great. I'm so happy that Jean and Mary loved it too. And if we ever we had a celebration of Jean's life at her oldest son's backyard, and in October the 2nd. So the weather was beautiful, and everybody who was there was family with a very few friends, and it wasn't extended family. It was just, children and grandchildren and one group of cousins that are very, very close. And it was fabulous. And I was able to sing my elegiac song, and I was able to sing Swing Daddy, because one of the things that Jean loved best of all was when the family got together and the boys played and we all sang, and it was fantastic. So, yeah, and I'm actually, speaking of tap dancing, you guys, which is a really great idea, actually, as an old tap dancer, I can tell you that. But it's also got a great swing rhythm, and it works with jive or swing dance really well. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but I will, right now, I will keep it moving along and do a song from Wildcat, which I love to sing it. And Helen Robson in London, England says, it makes her get up and dance around the kitchen. So I'm going to do my Shot of Whiskey song. And again, I have to find it. Just silly, but it's true. I think it's right in the last week. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. My friends are with me and we're feeling alright. The band is pumping out our favorite songs. The joint is jumping as we sing along. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Monday to Friday, it's a daily grind. Go to church on Sunday when we rest and pray. There goes the weekend before Saturday. Hey, the only time we can do it upright. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Susie is dancing with Sammy. Davy is dancing with Dan. I'm on the loose with nothing to lose. I'm gonna get me a man. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. My friends are with me and we're feeling alright. The band is pumping out our favorite songs. The joint is jumping as we sing along. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Bartender, I'd love a whiskey. Hello, Jack. A sipping whiskey, I don't knock it back. A perfect Jack Daniels Manhattan straight up. Now that's what I call a loving cup. A chaser for beer, or is beer the chaser? A boiler maker? Or bring that bottle over here and pour me a whiskey, a double whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Pour me a whiskey, I love whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Susie is dancing with Sammy. Daisy is dancing with Dan. I'm on the loose with nothing to lose. I Give me a man. Go, Chris. Go, Shari. Pour me a whiskey, a double whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Hey, Joseph, yeah, you got back in time for that then, eh? Yeah, Joseph's working, so yeah, don't shirk the work there, Joseph. Just make sure that you watch it afterwards. That would be fine. And guys, share this. If you do, I think on YouTube, you have to share the link to the song, unless somebody knows a different way of doing it, but that's what I usually do. I'm just going to drink this. It's actually tea with honey. Because, as many of you know, I only get to have Jack on a Saturday night, and in fact, very interesting, there was no Jack Daniels in town at all before Christmas. Like not 2 weeks before Christmas, not a week before Christmas. Since then, I've had 2 friends who've managed to pick up a bottle which must have come in since then. They had some sort of issue with glass bottling, or I don't know, some kind of crazy thing. But at any rate, so I have my whiskey for Saturday night, which is great. I wanted to mention a couple of other things that that song, I did that, yeah. That song was a finalist in the, that's Swing Daddy. Well, that's cool, actually. Swing Daddy was a finalist in the winter of 2020 for Best Jazz Song, and I didn't realize that that's what it was because there's another one that looks just like that, which I obviously do not have on this list, which is the top 10 best rock songs, if you can believe it, for the winter of 2021. That's the World Songwriting Awards. So I'll take that anytime. That's fantastic. There's nothing better than tea. Well, there isn't. I mean, Steve, I do have my coffee in the morning, but the rest of the day, I have a tea at lunch, and then in the afternoon, or maybe at night, I have, no decaffeinated tea, but like lemon ginger, which is the other tea that I have here. Anyway, I was going to show you that, but I have the wrong thing on the list. So that is pretty much the end of my show, but I did want to talk a little bit about Swing Daddy again, in the sense that you can PayPal me. I don't know. I think it must be down here. I can't see it because it says something there, but that should say paypal.me/Catherine M. Thompson, and that is that's one way you could send me a tip or a donation. You can also e-transfer it to kath.thompson@gmail.com, as long as cath.thompson. And the thing is, any of these donations that I get, I'm putting aside for working on videos. That's my big ambition this year, is to get some more videos done. And I don't mean like this one. I mean like the beautiful lyric video for Only Lonely Me that Clarkey Records did. There's another, just Papa's Photo, and On the Water is a beautiful compilation of videos and photographs that we took over the years. So they're great. You can go and have a look at my channel, which is Catherine M. Thompson, Cats Cupboard. But I have enough for a lyric video now because I pay for my stuff, guys. I don't just want friends to do it as a favor. In fact, I probably have more than enough for a lyric video. But what I want to do, I would love to get Joan Proust to help. She's very anxious to do it. And we're going to have to wait for a lull or for this pandemic to be over. But I want to do not just a lyric video, but a music video for Swing Daddy. I have wonderful ephemera. I've shown it, some of it on this show, but I have way more than that of all kinds of programs from where the band was playing, and pictures of my dad with the bread wagon, which is horse drawn, right? Okay, and my mother's, the store that my mother managed for close to 10 years. Well, she worked there for 10 years, but she managed it, I think, for 8 of those 10 years. Like, she started when she was 16 and got married at 26. Because it was the Depression, guys. So that's what you did. You didn't, you stayed at home and helped your family. But anyway, I would love to get the Hamilton Hoppers, which is a swing dance group in Hamilton. I would love to get them to help out by being videotaped, and I would have to pay them, I think, to do it and stuff. So anything you want to send me anytime, just do it. There is absolutely no obligation. Do not please feel obliged to do this, only if you'd like to. Okay? So here's my website, he says. There's quite a few videos, but you need to scroll down the page when you get to my site. Yeah, Steve, for sure. And here is my website. Okay, I don't see it, but I'm sure you're going to put it there. And anyway, it is 4:35, and I'm going to sign off now. So thank you all for being here. Thanks to everyone who watches it later, Miigwech, and I will see you next Monday. Oh, I forgot to tell you, one of the things I'm doing this year is I started last Wednesday. I'm taking an Anishinaabe-Moan language class, so I'm very excited about that. And Bamapi. See you later. Oh, did he play a big one at all? I don't know, Marianne. It was a long time ago, 30s. Okay, bye-bye.